like everybody to look at Tweety. Take a good look at her. Looks real pretty. Now look at me. See how pale my face is? See how ugly I am? See how dark my eyes are? See how I look like a zombie from a Resident Evil video game? See how pretty Tweety is? See how white I am? See how white? Compare how white I am to how she is. The reason is I'm so white. The reason is I'm so scary looking. It's not face paint. It's I had diarrhea. I was pooping like once every 5 minutes that day. There Tweety is being handcuffed to the commissioner. I'm in a steel cage match with diarrhea. It was an awful day. Never in my life, never in 30 years of my life did I ever poop so much in one day. It was bad. It was like the mushy kind. Like after every trip to the bathroom, it looked like a bowl of chili in the toilet. I mean, it was literally, I mean, it looked so much like chili that you would get hungry from what I'm telling you. And I had to do a steel cage match with Joseph Slaughter, the younger brother of the ever so infamous Johnny Slaughter. Nice power slam by Joe. There aren't too many nice moves in this match. This match was not one of my favorite matches. However, I was proud of myself in this match because I was able to pull this match off with diarrhea. And for me, that was a achievement because I climbed the cage and I had diarrhea and I was feeling the effects of it. Now, you may be asking yourself, I mean, if you had diarrhea, how come you're not pooping? How come the canvas is blue and it's not brown? You know, I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with asking that question. You see, I told you I poop once every 5 minutes, and that was all day long. So by this time, I'll say this: I got the poop out of me, but on the inside you couldn't tell because I was still like feeling like poop. And there I am with a beautiful double kick and I want to say a big clothesline, but that might be considered a little clothesline because he's actually almost getting up before I am because I have diarrhea problems. Here I am with a net breaker. I hit him with a big net breaker, and I'm working the crowd. I want to do my dance, but something tells me, screw it, you have diarrhea, keep going. I throw him into the cage. Not the way I should have, but I still did. And you know, let me say this before I go any further. Joseph Slaughter was a great wrestler. A great wrestler. This was also a King of Carnage event. There's one of the ugliest single leg crabs I've ever applied because I did not want to sit down because my butthole hurt. And I shouldn't have even done that because it was awful. Joseph Slaughter was a great wrestler. This was actually a heavyweight title match. I was heavyweight champion. It was a huge honor for me to get to main event a big show at Alabama Championship Wrestling. That's a very big deal for me, and that will always be dear to me in my heart. However, there's a lot of things about this I wish wouldn't have happened. Nice leg drop coming up. I say it's a nice leg drop because I had diarrhea and I did a move like that. That's almost like doing a shooting star press off a ladder if you knew how my butthole felt at that time. Anyway, me and Joe had been wrestling each other for about, and I'm not exaggerating, 2 months straight every night. And that was because a genius shot caller thought it would be a good idea to give the main event away of the big show early. I don't know what his logic was, but to him it was a good idea. I think the only time he didn't do a storyline like that is when it involved himself. I think that was some kind of tactic to try to make his pop bigger than everybody else's. But it didn't work. And that's not a nice series of bumps there by Joe. Joe was beautiful knee. I got to acknowledge that. Because and that's nothing I did. That's just because it didn't work. It's still, you got to have talent. You got to be able to entertain fans. You don't I don't care if I'm not booked on the stinking shows. I still, go out there and work hard for fans. And there is Sarah Lord, the commissioner of ACW at the time, handcuffed to Tweety. Tweety was handcuffed, so she couldn't interfere in the match. She was, it's supposed, all odds were against me in this brutal steel cage match with no exaggeration. It was brutal, believe me. I'm still sore from it. Sarah Lord manhandling Tweety, telling her she ain't going nowhere. She is handcuffed. Tweety can't do a thing about it. Tweety is stuck there. She's got nowhere to go. What's she going to do about it? Absolutely nothing, because Sarah Lord said so, and she will give you a Stone Cold Stunner. And here goes looks like, yes, a sidewalk slam. And Walnut Machismo Doggy is licking my back. Or, she was. Anyway, Joseph Slaughter comes at me. One arm crooked back body drop. Joseph Slaughter took that beautifully. Again, this was a night I was so looking forward to, and in a way, I'm happy with this match. I am, because I pulled it off, and to me, that's a big deal. There I am putting the wood to him, and he puts out the wood, and he's climbing the top. And here I go. I should have went to the top rope, and I would have, but I had diarrhea. I do try to give it my all every time I wrestle. I try to do everything I can to have a good match. I live by that. I stay by that. At this time in my life, I lived by that. I really did. However, at this time in my life, I also had diarrhea, and it gave me another obstacle to climb that was way bigger than this cage. Never dreamed of being in Seguri. Down goes Joseph. Something about this match that I really liked a lot is how can I word this? Something about this match I really, never mind. There's Joe putting the wood to me, staying on top of me, manhandling me, showing me who's boss. I am walking back into him. He hooks a suplex, and there I go down. Beautiful combination. Again, Joseph Slaughter was a great wrestler. He moved away to Texas, and he wrestled in the WWE with his brother for Deep South. I'm trying to think of stuff to say about him. Here goes a slingshot. I thought that was a good move. This match did have its moments, I believe. I believe this match had its moments. Moments to be proud of. He's going for it again. But this time, clever old me is just going to climb right out of the cage. But he comes up to join me. Flame was doing commentary in this match, and this was the last bid show that the Flame would be with us. I miss him, but it was horrible that he died. It was very sad, and I swear that I truly miss him. And I was the last ACW champion that he saw while he was alive. I was the last champion he saw. I was the last match he saw at a bid show. I was not the last match he saw, but I was the last match he saw at a bid show. And here I go to climb out of the cage. Now what's about to happen, is one of the most painful things I ever took. If you look at my neck, you'll know why. That hurt. That hurt a lot. It is not the very most painful thing. but it's probably